The Judean desert, harsh, unforgiving, a place of sun-baked rock and shimmering heat haze. Here, rising from the desert floor, stands Masada, a natural fortress. A plateau, almost perfectly flat on top. Sheer cliffs fall away on all sides. Masada, remote, inaccessible, a place of legend. This is no ordinary rock. This is a place that has seen history unfold. A place that whispers of kings and rebels, of sieges and desperate struggles, of courage and tragedy. This is Masada. Herod the Great, king of Judea, ruthless and ambitious, he saw the potential of Masada, a refuge, a place of safety in a turbulent land. He built a palace here, a fortress, a statement of power. Storehouses were filled with grain. Cisterns were carved deep into the rock, collecting precious rainwater. Masada was transformed. It became a luxurious retreat, but it could also withstand a siege. Herod's paranoia had shaped a fortress unlike any other. The year is 66 CE, the Roman Empire, vast and powerful, but in Judea rebellion is brewing. Jewish zealots rise up against their Roman overlords. They fight for their faith, for their freedom. Among them, a group known as the Sicarii, fanatical, deadly. Their daggers strike fear into the hearts of Romans and collaborators alike. The rebellion engulfs Judea. Jerusalem, the holy city, becomes a battleground. The Romans are brutal in their suppression, but the Jewish rebels fight with the courage of desperation. Jerusalem falls. The once mighty city, a beacon of culture and faith, now lies in ruins. The streets that were once filled with the hustle and bustle of daily life are now eerily silent, echoing only with the memories of what once was. The temple, the holiest site in Judaism, is destroyed. Its sacred walls, which once stood as a testament to the faith and resilience of the Jewish people, are now reduced to rubble. The flames that consumed it have left behind a haunting reminder of the devastation. The rebellion is crushed. Almost, the Roman legions, with their unmatched military prowess, have decimated the resistance. The battlefield is littered with the remnants of a fierce struggle. Broken weapons, shattered shields, and the echoes of a fight that seemed almost hopeless. Deep in the Judean desert, Masada still stands. This ancient fortress, perched high on a plateau, remains a symbol of defiance. Its walls, though weathered by time, stand strong against the encroaching forces. A small band of Sicarii, led by the charismatic Elazar ben Yair, has taken refuge within its walls. These warriors, known for their fierce independence and unyielding spirit, have chosen Masada as their last stand against the might of Rome. They are the last embers of the rebellion. Their determination burns brightly, even as the world around them falls into darkness. Each warrior is a testament to the enduring spirit of resistance, a thorn in the side of Rome. The Sicarii's defiance is a constant reminder to the Romans that their conquest is not yet complete. Every day that Masada stands is a day that Rome's victory remains incomplete. The Romans cannot ignore this defiance. The commanders, with their strategic minds, know that allowing Masada to stand would be a sign of weakness. They prepare meticulously, knowing that this battle will be as much about morale as it is about military might. Their grip on Judea is not secure while Masada holds out. The fortress represents a beacon of hope for other potential rebels. The Romans understand that to truly conquer Judea, they must extinguish this last flame of resistance. A legion of Roman soldiers marches into the desert. Their faces are set with determination, their armor glinting under the harsh sun. The journey is arduous, but their resolve is unshakable. They know that the fate of their empire's dominance in this region hinges on the outcome of this mission, their mission to crush the last vestiges of resistance. The siege begins, with Roman engineers constructing massive siege weapons. The air is thick with tension as both sides prepare for the inevitable clash. The fate of Masada and the legacy of the rebellion hangs in the balance. Section 5. The siege begins. The Roman legion arrives at the foot of Masada. Leading them is Lucius Flavius Silva, a skilled and determined general. He surveys the fortress. It seems impregnable. Sheer cliffs, limited access. The defenders have the advantage. But Silva is not easily deterred. He will use all of Rome's might, all of its engineering genius, to break the rebels. He orders his men to make camp. The siege has begun. Section 6, a ramp to the heavens. Months turn to seasons. The siege drags on. The Roman soldiers, determined and unyielding, continue their efforts despite the passage of time. The harsh desert sun beats down on them, but their resolve remains unbroken. They are here for a purpose, and they will not leave until it is fulfilled. The Romans build a wall around Masada. This wall, known as a circumvallation, is meant to cut off all supplies and escape routes for the Jewish rebels. It is a formidable barrier stretching for miles and manned by vigilant soldiers. The Romans are meticulous in their construction, ensuring that no gap is left unguarded. A wall of stone and earth. 8 camps. They are relentless. Each camp is a hub of activity, with soldiers working tirelessly to fortify their positions. The sound of hammers and chisels fills the air as they shape the stones that will form their defenses. The Romans are masters of engineering, and their skills are on full display here. Inside, the Sicarii watch the Romans toil. From their vantage point atop Masada, they can see the enemy's every move. They are outnumbered and outmatched, but they are not without hope. They have prepared for this siege, stockpiling food and water to last them for months, if not years. They have food, water. They can hold out. The Sicarii are determined to resist the Romans at all costs. They ration their provisions carefully, knowing that every morsel of food and drop of water is precious. They are prepared to endure a long and grueling siege, but Silva has a plan. The Roman general Lucius Flavius Silva is a man of great cunning and resourcefulness. He knows that a direct assault on Masada would be costly and difficult. Instead, he devises a strategy that will bring the fortress to its knees without a single sword being drawn. A daring and audacious plan. Silva's plan is nothing short of genius. He orders his men to construct a massive ramp that will allow them to breach the fortress walls. It is a bold move, one that requires immense effort and coordination, but Silva is confident in his men's abilities. He orders his men to build a ramp. The construction begins in earnest, with soldiers working day and night to move the earth and stones needed for the ramp. It is a monumental task, but the Romans are undeterred. They know that this ramp is their key to victory, a ramp of earth and stone. The ramp slowly takes shape, rising higher and higher with each passing day. The soldiers use every available resource, from wooden beams to baskets of dirt, to build this colossal structure. It is a testament to their ingenuity and determination. A ramp that will reach the top of Masada. The goal is clear: to create a path that will allow the Roman forces to storm the fortress and bring an end to the siege. The ramp is a symbol of their relentless pursuit of victory. The scale of the project is immense. Thousands of soldiers are involved in the construction, each playing a vital role in the effort. The coordination and discipline required are staggering, but the Romans are up to the challenge. Thousands of tons of earth and rubble are moved. The ramp slowly grows. The progress is slow but steady, with each day bringing them closer to their goal. The soldiers work tirelessly, knowing that their efforts will soon be rewarded. Inch by inch, day by day. The ramp inches closer to the fortress walls, a constant reminder of the Romans' determination and resolve. The Sicarii watch in growing apprehension, knowing that their time is running out. The stage is set for a final, decisive confrontation. Section 7. Trapped. The Sicarii watch in dismay as the ramp nears completion. They have hurled insults and missiles down upon the Romans. They have raided work parties, but they cannot stop the inevitable. Their fortress, once thought impregnable, is about to be breached. The Romans have them trapped. Inside Masada, the atmosphere is heavy with despair. They know what awaits them if the Romans break through: slavery, death, the destruction of their families. Section 8. The final choice. The ramp is finally complete. Roman siege engines are rolled into position. A battering ram, protected by a giant wooden tower, slams into Masada's walls. The defenders fight back with everything they have, but they are outnumbered, outmatched. That night, Elazar ben Yair gathers his people. He knows all hope is lost. He gives a rousing speech. He speaks of freedom, of defiance. He speaks of choosing death over slavery. His words resonate with the defenders. They will not submit to Rome. Section 9. Legacy of Defiance. Masada, a fortress perched high above the Judean desert, stands as a symbol of defiance and resilience. Its ruins whisper tales of bravery and sacrifice. echoing through the ages. When the Romans finally break through the next day, they are met with silence. The once bustling fortress, filled with the sounds of life and resistance, now lies eerily quiet. An eerie silence hangs over the fortress. The morning mist adds to the haunting atmosphere, as if the very stones are mourning the loss of their defenders. They enter expecting fierce resistance. The Roman soldiers, hardened by countless battles, are prepared for a final desperate stand by the defenders. But they find only death. The defenders of Masada, the Sicarii, have chosen a path of ultimate defiance. Rather than surrender, they have taken their own lives. The Sicarii, men, women, and children, have made a harrowing decision. They chose death over the humiliation and subjugation that awaited them at the hands of the Romans. They have taken their own lives rather than surrender. This act of mass suicide is both a tragic and powerful statement of their resolve. Masada did not fall to Roman might. The fortress, which had withstood siege and assault, ultimately fell to the indomitable spirit of its defenders. It fell to an act of unimaginable courage and despair. The Sicarii's choice was a profound declaration of their unwillingness to be conquered. The silence of Masada echoes through the centuries. It is a silence that speaks volumes, a silence that tells a story of resistance and sacrifice, a testament to the human spirit. The ruins of Masada stand as a monument to the courage and determination of those who chose to fight for their freedom, even in the face of certain death. A reminder that even in defeat, there can be defiance. Masada, a symbol of resistance. It is a place where the human spirit triumphed over the forces of oppression, a story that will never be forgotten. The legacy of Masada continues to inspire and remind us of the power of the human will to resist and endure.